Why does your calmness feel like an earthquake to people who thrive on chaos? Why does your ability to detach, to step away without a trace of regret, provoke such a visceral reaction from certain people? The answer lies in the power of your detachment, a silent yet formidable force that disrupts their carefully constructed worlds. Your peace, your ability to refuse engagement in their chaos, shakes the very foundation of their fragile existence. It is not just a personal choice, but a profound act of self-preservation and strength. By the end of this exploration, you will understand why your calmness is both a mystery and a threat to those who live off discord and disarray. The first sign, covert manipulation. The initial indicator of your detachment's disruptive power is subtle but unmistakable: covert manipulation. These individuals will attempt to ensnare you in their web through quiet, calculated moves designed to undermine your resolve. Passive-aggressive comments like, "Must be nice to not care about anything," are their opening gambits. On the surface, such remarks seem trivial, but they are far from random. These verbal darts are crafted to pierce your confidence, to make you second-guess the serenity you have worked so hard to achieve. Behind these words lies desperation, an inability to comprehend how you can remain untouched by their drama. For people who thrive on chaos, your detachment is an anomaly, a challenge to their worldview. Their frustration grows as they see you refusing to take the bait. When their subtlety fails, they escalate. Gossip becomes their next tool. They spin tales, distorting your calm into arrogance and framing your emotional distance as cold-hearted indifference. This is not just about tarnishing your reputation. It is a strategy to isolate you. By manipulating others' perceptions of you, they hope to force you back into their sphere of influence. They want you reactive, vulnerable, and pliable to their control. Yet every move they make reveals more about their own insecurities than it does about you. Their fragility is laid bare in their desperate attempts to pull you back into their world. They thrive in environments where they can manipulate emotions, and your refusal to participate destabilizes their carefully constructed power dynamics. The second sign, relentless provocation. When subtle manipulation fails, they abandon pretense and embrace chaos outright. Drama becomes their primary weapon, deliberately orchestrated to disrupt your peace. These are not spur-of-the-moment outbursts or innocent misunderstandings. No, these are calculated provocations aimed at breaking your composure and dragging you into their storm. The objective here is not resolution, but domination. By creating conflict, they aim to shatter your calm and reassert their control. They poke and prod, testing your boundaries, hoping to find a weak spot. Their provocations often target your deepest values, principles, or even your identity. Scenarios are crafted to feel urgent or personal, designed to elicit a response that would validate their narrative. But you do not engage. Your steadfast refusal to be drawn into their chaos infuriates them. Each unshaken moment only underscores their inability to control you. This realization terrifies them. Their provocations become louder, more desperate, as the truth becomes impossible to ignore. Their power was never real. It was an illusion sustained by your participation, and your calmness has shattered that illusion for all to see. This tactic of relentless provocation often relies on exploiting your empathy. They may frame themselves as victims, pleading for your intervention or understanding. They may even drag others into their chaos, attempting to create a scenario where walking away feels impossible. Yet your strength lies in recognizing these traps for what they are: desperate bids to pull you back into a game you no longer wish to play. By maintaining your composure, you expose the futility of their efforts. The third sign, accusations and labels. When all else fails, they resort to accusations and labels, flinging words at you in a last-ditch effort to regain control. Cold-hearted, aloof, arrogant. These are not random insults, but deliberate attempts to recast your strength as a flaw. They twist your detachment into cruelty, your boundaries into betrayal. These labels are not about you. They're about them. They are shields, excuses for their inability to accept your independence. By framing your calmness as a problem, they deflect attention from the discomfort your strength stirs within them. They hope to guilt you into re-engaging with their chaos, to drag you back into a cycle where they feel empowered. But these words reveal more than they conceal. Every accusation is evidence of their frustration. They cannot comprehend your ability to remain untouched, and it drives them to desperation. Deep down, they know the truth. Your calmness is an impenetrable fortress, a strength they cannot breach. Their attacks serve as proof that your peace has disrupted the status quo, forcing them to confront a reality they would rather avoid. Furthermore, these labels are attempts to rewrite your narrative. They hope to redefine your autonomy as a flaw so that others will question your choices. Yet, the more they push, the more evident it becomes that their actions stem from a place of weakness. Your ability to remain calm in the face of their labels only solidifies your position as someone who cannot be manipulated or controlled. Detachment as strength, a lesson from Joan of Arc. The story of Joan of Arc is a testament to the power of unwavering purpose and defiance. Guided by her convictions, she stood firm against societal norms and led with an unshakable resolve. Her refusal to conform ignited fear and resentment among those who sought to control her. Like Joan, your detachment is not a weakness but a profound strength. Your ability to remain detached unnerves those who rely on conformity and chaos to maintain their influence. You become a symbol of resistance, a force they cannot ignore. Your calmness, like Joan's defiance, is a quiet revolution that challenges the status quo. It highlights their dependence on others for validation and control, exposing the fragility of their power. Joan's story also serves as a reminder that strength often comes at a cost. Her unwavering commitment to her beliefs made her a target, but it also made her a legend. In the same way, your calmness may invite criticism and misunderstanding, but it also makes you a beacon of strength and independence. You challenge the narrative that chaos is inevitable, proving that peace is not only possible, but powerful. Detachment as strength, a lesson from Joan of Arc. The story of Joan of Arc is a testament to the power of unwavering purpose and defiance. Guided by her convictions, she stood firm against societal norms and led with an unshakable resolve. Her refusal to conform ignited fear and resentment among those who sought to control her. Like Joan, your detachment is not a weakness but a profound strength. Your ability to remain detached unnerves those who rely on conformity and chaos to maintain their influence. You become a symbol of resistance, a force they cannot ignore. Your calmness, like Joan's defiance, is a quiet revolution that challenges the status quo. It highlights their dependence on others for validation and control, exposing the fragility of their power. Joan's story also serves as a reminder that strength often comes at a cost. Her unwavering commitment to her beliefs made her a target, but it also made her a legend. In the same way, your calmness may invite criticism and misunderstanding, but it also makes you a beacon of strength and independence. You challenge the narrative that chaos is inevitable, proving that peace is not only possible, but powerful. Why detachment bothers them? Your detachment forces them to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. It disrupts their narrative, challenges their perception of control, and exposes the hollow foundation of their influence. They thrive on chaos, yet your peace renders their efforts futile. Your calmness is not just an act of self-preservation. It is an act of rebellion, a refusal to be swayed by forces that do not serve your well-being. This ability to detach is not born out of apathy, but out of wisdom. You have learned that not every battle is worth fighting. Not every conflict requires your energy. By choosing peace, you reclaim your power, redirecting it toward growth, healing, and purpose. This choice, however, is deeply unsettling to those who equate chaos with control. Your calmness exposes the limits of their influence, forcing them to grapple with a world where their tactics no longer work. So, let them be unsettled. Let them flounder in their attempts to provoke you. Your calmness is a testament to your strength, your independence, and your unyielding resolve. It is not your job to fix their discomfort. Your peace is your power, and it is shaking their world, just as it should. And in that shaking, you inspire others to seek their own calm, to break free from the chains of chaos, and to discover the profound strength that lies in detachment. The magnetic power of detachment. Detachment is an enigmatic force, a quiet strength that reverberates in a world addicted to validation and reaction. It unsettles those who encounter it, forcing them to grapple with an uncomfortable truth. The very foundation of their lives is built on dependency. While many cling to external approval and emotional entanglements, your ability to remain unbothered is both threatening and magnetic. It shakes their sense of control, an illusion they hold on to desperately. Yet paradoxically, they are drawn to it, captivated by the power you wield so effortlessly. Deep within, they recognize this strength as something they lack, but secretly long for. Your emotional independence acts as a mirror to their vulnerabilities. When you choose calmness over chaos, you highlight their inability to master themselves. Beneath their surface-level resentment lies a profound envy, a hidden admiration for the resilience required to detach, to walk away, and to live unshackled by the expectations of others. This tension between admiration and frustration fuels their inner turmoil. Outwardly, they may criticize your emotional distance, calling it aloofness or indifference, but inwardly, they yearn for the serenity you embody. The unyielding power of detachment. Detachment transcends mere choice. It is a transformative power that unsettles those who lack it. When you refuse to react, you disrupt the carefully constructed systems of emotional manipulation that many rely on. These systems are built on eliciting guilt, fear, or anger to steer your actions. Your refusal to engage renders these tactics useless, leaving manipulators exposed to their own insecurities. Your peace dismantles their chaos, a reality they find both terrifying and infuriating. By withholding reactions, you strip their strategies of power. Detachment becomes an unyielding shield, a silent assertion that their attempts to control you hold no sway. For those who thrive on emotional turbulence, this is more than disheartening. It is infuriating. Manipulators rely on pulling emotional strings, orchestrating drama to see who will dance to their tune. But when you detach, you deny them the satisfaction of control, and their carefully woven web collapses. They will test you relentlessly. Provocation, accusations, guilt-tripping, all are deployed in desperate attempts to provoke a response. Yet your stillness remains unshaken, robbing them of the leverage they seek. This lack of control is deeply personal to them, as it reveals an uncomfortable truth. They were never truly in control of you. The illusion shatters, forcing them to confront their dependency on others for significance. Detachment compels them to face their reliance on external validation. While they may resent you for taking away their perceived power, they cannot ignore the strength it takes to resist. They crave the very resilience they criticize. In detaching, you do more than protect your own peace. You reveal the emptiness of their manipulative efforts and the depth of their dependence. Detachment, a mirror to inner chaos. Perhaps the most profound impact of detachment lies in its role as a mirror. Your calmness reflects their inner chaos, insecurities, and lack of control with piercing clarity. It does not merely stand as a neutral force. It is an unyielding spotlight that exposes everything they have sought to suppress. By refusing to validate their need for control or engage in their drama, you force them to confront the instability they have buried beneath layers of noise and distraction. This dynamic creates a volatile mix of emotions within them: resentment, envy, and yearning. They despise the discomfort your detachment brings, yet they crave the peace it represents. Achieving such peace would require them to face the truths they have spent their lives avoiding. Rather than embark on this journey, they project their frustration onto you. They frame your calmness as arrogance, your distance as coldness, and your strength as superiority. Yet their anger is not truly directed at you. It is a reflection of their internal struggles. Your detachment does more than protect your peace. It forces them to confront the truths they have evaded. The reflection they see in you is something they cannot control or escape. By standing firm in your calmness, you inadvertently challenge them to face their inner chaos, a challenge they are often unwilling or unprepared to accept. The quiet rebellion of detachment. Friedrich Nietzsche once observed, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe." Your detachment embodies this timeless struggle. It is a silent rebellion against the collective chaos that consumes so many. People resent your detachment because it compels them to confront their own entanglement, their inability to rise above the need for approval, validation, and control. Your calmness exposes their dependency and lays bare their fear of standing alone. In you, they sense a strength that is both intimidating and inspiring. Though they may ridicule or resent your detachment, they cannot deny the freedom it represents. Your unshakable calmness is a testament to the power of self-mastery, a power they long for but are often too afraid to pursue. This path is not for everyone. It is challenging, demanding a level of introspection and resilience that many avoid. But for those who feel the call deeply, it is an undeniable truth. Detachment is not simply a shield from external chaos. It is a declaration of sovereignty, a refusal to be controlled by the whims and manipulations of others. It is an act of quiet courage and unyielding strength. Here is to the chosen ones, the visionaries who refuse to conform, the rebels who see beyond the superficial, the brave souls who have been told to settle, to comply, to shrink but never could. Your detachment is more than a defense. It is a testament to the power of living unbound. It is both a challenge and an inspiration, a force that disrupts, empowers, and ultimately sets you free. They do not seek what is ordinary, nor are they content to walk the well-trodden path. Rules written by others are not their guide. Instead, they forge their own destiny, unbound by convention. They are the light that pierces the deepest shadows, the storm that dismantles fragile illusions, and the unyielding force that transforms adversity into triumph. They are not just unstoppable, they are unshakable, untouchable, and unforgettable. While the world endlessly chases its own tail, consumed by trivial pursuits and fleeting distractions, they carve out their own journey. Alone, if they must, they walk their path. Not for applause, not for approval, but because they cannot be anything other than true to themselves. Their authenticity is their compass, their resilience their armor. Here's to those who take the weight of life's hardships and forge them into tools of transformation. The ones who find beauty in their scars, who carry a wisdom that cannot be taught, only earned through experience and endurance. If these words stir something deep within you, then perhaps it is time to find the others who are like you. The Obsidian Inner Order is more than a community. It is a sanctuary, a nexus for ascension, and a gathering of chosen souls. Over 400 individuals unite here to share wisdom, foster connection, and embrace transformation. No pretense, no facades, just truth. If you are ready, the link is waiting. When the moment is right, you will know where to find us. Your independence is a force so powerful it shakes the foundations of those who rely on external validation. To them, your calm detachment is more than unsettling. It feels like rejection. Your choice to remain steady and untangled from their chaos forces them to confront their deepest fears, that their sense of self-worth hinges on something they cannot control, your reaction. You do not play the unspoken game of emotional dependency. Your detachment is a quiet yet profound declaration. I am whole without you. And that truth, though unspoken, cuts deeper than they can bear to admit. Your calmness acts as a mirror, reflecting insecurities they have tried to hide beneath noise and distraction. Rather than face these truths, they project their confusion and pain onto you, calling you cold, unfeeling, or distant. But their words are not about you. They are about the discomfort of their own reflection. They want you to conform, to validate their inner chaos by mirroring it. They long for you to fall into the same turbulence they feel to justify their disorder. Yet, when you refuse, their frustration festers, often disguised as anger directed at you. But deep down, that anger is directed inward, born of a realization they are not ready to face. In the timeless myths of ancient Greece, there is the story of Hestia, the goddess of the hearth. She chose a life of simplicity and peace, free from the tumult of Mount Olympus. While others fought for power and supremacy, she tended to the hearth, a symbol of stability, balance, and quiet strength. Her refusal to engage in rivalries baffled those around her, but it was precisely this detachment that made her a figure of quiet reverence. Hestia's choice to remain centered amidst chaos is a testament to the enduring power of calm and independence. Detachment is not just an act of finding peace. It is a profound strategic advantage. It forces others to confront the storms within themselves while you remain steadfast and untouchable. Emotional independence clears the mind, sweeping away the clutter of overthinking, people-pleasing, and reactive impulses. With this clarity, creativity flourishes, ideas sharpen, and actions become deliberate and focused. Detachment is the key to unlocking unparalleled growth and success, allowing you to prioritize what truly matters. But detachment is more than a tool. It is a superpower. It amplifies your ability to produce, deepens the authenticity of your relationships, and fortifies your strength in the face of life's most intense challenges. When stress mounts and pressure looms, detachment becomes your greatest ally. Where others crumble under the weight of uncertainty, you stand firm, navigating obstacles with composure and strategy. Detachment is not indifference. It is resilience. It enables you to approach every situation with a clear mind, to act with intention, and to adapt when the unexpected arises. Consider the quiet but unyielding strength of Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. Surrounded by hatred, prejudice, and hostility, he remains calm and composed, his focus unshaken. His dedication to justice and truth allows him to act with clarity and purpose, even when faced with immense adversity. He does not respond to insults or threats with impulsive reactions. Instead, he channels his energy into doing what is right. His calm detachment is a source of power, not weakness. Like Atticus, your detachment is a shield, a source of strength that enables you to weather the storms of life. It allows you to see beyond the noise, to rise above the manipulations of others, and to focus on what truly matters. Your calm presence is not only unsettling to those who rely on chaos, but also a testament to your inner strength. Just as Atticus's composure highlighted the fragility of those who opposed him, your calmness reveals the strength of your resolve and the power of your independence. Detachment does not mean you are unfeeling. It means you are unbreakable. It is the foundation of your strength, the fuel for your growth, and the key to your success. With detachment, you become a force of nature, calm, focused, and unstoppable. Detachment serves as a powerful catalyst for growth, not just for your own personal transformation, but also for those around you. It functions as a mirror, reflecting behaviors that others may have long ignored or avoided confronting. When you choose not to engage with toxicity, you disrupt the usual patterns of chaos and manipulation. This act of disengagement forces others to sit alone with their actions, stripped of the external validation or conflict they often depend on to justify their behaviors. In this silence, your lack of reaction speaks volumes, compelling them to question the choices they have been making and the energy they have been expending in trying to control or manipulate others. Initially, your detachment may provoke resentment. Change is uncomfortable, and your refusal to participate in destructive cycles often feels threatening to those who cling to old habits. Yet, even this resistance sows the seeds of self-awareness. By stepping back, you challenge those around you to reflect in ways they might never have anticipated. Breaking generational cycles of dysfunction requires extraordinary courage, and your decision to detach sets a new precedent for emotional health and balanced boundaries. Whether it is stepping away from harmful communication patterns or refusing to shoulder burdens that are not yours to bear, your actions create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate sphere. These ripples act as subtle yet powerful invitations for others to confront the toxic cycles they perpetuate. While some may resist, unwilling to abandon familiar patterns, others will be inspired to embark on their own journey toward freedom and self-discovery. Detachment, at its core, is not about indifference but about self-mastery. It is the quiet confidence that allows you to navigate life with clarity and purpose, even in the face of chaos. People often resent what they do not understand, and your calm independence can feel deeply unsettling to those who rely on external validation or control. However, over time, your unwavering presence becomes undeniable proof that peace and growth are attainable. You embody the idea that true strength lies not in dominating others, but in mastering oneself. Your boundaries are not walls to shut others out, but invitations for them to examine their own behaviors and patterns. This kind of detachment is transformative, not just for you, but for everyone it touches. As the writer in the East Nin once observed, we do not see things as they are. We see them as we are. Your ability to step back from drama and control holds up an unflinching mirror to those around you, forcing them to confront their true selves. When you refuse to engage with their need for conflict or validation, you strip away the distractions they use to avoid introspection. Often, they project their insecurities onto you, not because of who you are, but because of what your calm detachment reveals about them. Your presence becomes a disruption to their illusions, compelling them to face the parts of themselves they would rather ignore. This principle is exemplified by the fictional character Sherlock Holmes, whose ability to detach emotionally allowed him to observe and reason with unparalleled precision. In a world driven by chaos and impulsive reactions, Holmes' mastery of detachment set him apart, enabling him to thrive where others floundered. Similarly, your detachment becomes a tool not only for survival, but for thriving. It grants you the ability to rise above the noise, maintaining clarity and purpose even as others become ensnared by emotional turbulence. Your calm presence challenges the chaotic energy around you, turning your focus into an unshakable force in a drama-driven world. True detachment does not mean closing yourself off from others or abandoning empathy. Instead, it is about maintaining your boundaries while staying authentically connected. It is the recognition that caring for others does not require absorbing their chaos. Detachment allows you to engage with others on your own terms, grounded in your values and inner peace. It is the art of saying, "I care for you, but I will not lose myself in your storm." This balance of independence and empathy creates a foundation for healthier, more meaningful relationships. In practical terms, detachment begins with recognizing and neutralizing emotional hooks. Manipulators often use tactics such as guilt tripping, flattery, or provocation to draw you into reactive states. When you identify these tactics for what they are, you take away their power. Responding calmly rather than reacting impulsively can shift the entire dynamic. A simple pause, choosing stillness over immediate engagement, can leave those who thrive on drama disarmed and uncertain. This deliberate choice to prioritize your peace over their chaos sets a powerful example. In a world addicted to drama, thriving requires a commitment to peace and purpose. While others spiral in emotional turmoil, your detachment allows you to maintain focus, clarity, and inner calm. Detachment is not about avoiding life, but about engaging with it on a deeper, more intentional level. Like Holmes, you master the art of observation and thoughtful action, flourishing where others falter. As Eleanor Roosevelt famously said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Your detachment ensures that your power and peace remain firmly in your hands. When faced with hostility or provocation, responding with grace becomes your greatest strength. Refusing to engage emotionally is not a sign of weakness, but of profound self-mastery. Each moment of calm resilience demonstrates that their attempts to provoke you are futile. Your stillness becomes a declaration that you will not be moved by chaos. Knowing when to engage and when to walk away is the key to maintaining this strength. Not every battle is worth your energy, and walking away is not a surrender, but an act of self-preservation. It is a bold statement that your peace is more valuable than their opinion. To thrive in this practice of detachment, it is essential to cultivate habits that anchor you in inner peace. Meditation, mindfulness, and reflection become your allies, helping you maintain your center amidst external storms. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your boundaries and share your values. These relationships will reinforce your commitment to living authentically, free from the grip of unnecessary drama. Remember that detachment is not a one-time decision, but a continuous practice. Each day offers new opportunities to choose clarity over confusion, calm over chaos. The world may tempt you with distractions, urging you to react impulsively, but your detachment remains a beacon of stability. It shows that peace is not just the absence of conflict, but the presence of purpose and alignment with your true self. Detachment, then, is both a shield and a transformative force. It creates space for reflection, change, and the breaking of cycles that have remained unchallenged for too long. By mastering detachment, you not only reclaim your own power, but also inspire others to find theirs. In a world that often confuses control with strength, your calm independence stands as a beacon of what true mastery looks like, a life lived with purpose, peace, and clarity. As you continue on this journey, you will discover that detachment is not just an act of self-preservation, but a profound gift to the world, offering others the freedom to reflect, grow, and ultimately transform. Hate is never about you. It's a reflection of their inner turmoil. Trust the process of detachment, understanding that their resentment stems from their own insecurities. They lash out because your strength highlights what they lack. By staying grounded, you free yourself from their storm. Detachment isn't just a defense, it's liberation, keeping your worth untouchable and your power firmly in your hands. Your detachment is not a flaw. It is your unyielding strength, a force that radiates clarity and self-mastery in a world desperate for control. Your ability to remain centered exposes truths others would rather avoid. You are not tethered to the chaos around you, and that makes you powerful beyond measure. When others project their insecurities onto you, let their frustration be a reminder that your independence is unsettling to those who rely on manipulation or validation for their sense of worth. Their reactions are not your weight to bear. Their turmoil is not your responsibility. Your calm presence is an anchor, a testament to the strength you've cultivated. Detachment doesn't mean you've stopped caring. It means you've chosen peace over performance, purpose over pleasing. When the noise of the world tries to shake you, stay rooted in your truth. Your ability to thrive in stillness is not just a rebellion. It's an evolution. It shows what is possible when you refuse to be moved by the chaos of others. Now it's your turn. Speak your truth. Share your experiences of detachment and the strength it has brought you. Let your story inspire others to embrace their power and free themselves from the pull of the storm.